Barbie has made over $1 billion at the box office. I just want to point that out before we talk about this movie because $1 billion is a big deal for any project. And once we dive into this movie, I think you'll understand why so many people are showing up for it. $1 billion? That's crazy. So why is Barbie a big deal? It's a coming-of-age satire that hooks you in with a compelling story. The movie starts out as a lighthearted and funny comedy about a Barbie doll who lives in a perfect world. She has perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect clothes. But then Barbie is sent away to the real world, where she learns that humans aren't so perfect. The contrast between the two worlds is what makes the movie interesting and engaging. The clear difference also creates the central conflict, how people dream the world is versus how messed up the world actually is. The director and writers address that dynamic with some really clever commentary, the main focus being on stereotypes for women and men. The characters in Barbie are all well developed and relatable. The plot focuses on Barbie and Ken, who in their own unique ways learn the difference between being a doll and being a person. Margot Robbie is a perfect fit for the role of Barbie, bringing her own charisma to the character. Ryan Gosling is also great as Ken, and his chemistry with Robbie is fantastic. The supporting cast is also excellent. The standouts for me are Will Ferrell, Michael Cera, and Kate McKinnon. All of them are hilarious just by playing themselves, which was pretty memorable. Another amazing character that isn't really a character, but it kinda is, would be Barbie Land itself. The set design is incredible, and one of my favorite parts about this movie. The Barbie world is full of bright colors and over-the-top details. Even the travel zone where they ride snowmobiles and boats from Barbie Land to Earth is so well made, and for the most part was created using practical effects and real props. Just about every car, house, and location is based on a real product that Mattel has created for Barbie. Since we're on the topic of design, we have to talk about the wardrobe. Barbie deserves an Oscar nomination for Best Costume Design because every outfit in this movie is iconic. The costumes for Barbie and Ken are bright, colorful, and memorable. Most of the wardrobe is over the top, but it works because the characters are dolls. I think those two things are reasons why Barbie is so visually appealing and how this movie left its own mark on such a big moment in pop culture. Greta Gerwig is a fantastic director, and after making great movies like Lady Bird and Little Women, she's created another great looking film that has a lot of heart. She wrote the screenplay with her husband, Noah Baumbach, and together their script balances humor and drama while also sending some pretty strong messages to the audience. They use satire to talk about perfectionism, stereotypes for men and women, and the power dynamic in human relationships. There's also a self-aware sense of humor about Mattel and the criticisms of large corporations, which is kind of funny because Mattel clearly signed off on this movie being made, so there's a lot of commentary on a bunch of real-world topics, which has created a level of controversy. Some people appreciate being recognized and understood by the film, while some think the film is grandstanding. Whatever you think about Barbie, the film has struck a nerve in just about everyone, which leads people to talk about it more and more. The marketing of Barbie was insane. The film got the standard ad treatment with companies like Progressive and Chevy, but in this online world we live in, the power of the internet is huge. One of the biggest memes of the year would have to be Barbenheimer. That's the combined titles of the films Barbie and Oppenheimer, which just so happened to premiere on the same day. These movies could not be further apart in terms of their subject matter and just overall design. You have Barbie represented by bright pink, next to Oppenheimer represented by dark earth tones. One is clearly about a child's doll, while the other deals with one of the most significant moments in history, which is just the perfect recipe for memes. Barbie already had plenty of buzz from its trailers and its visual appeal, but the fact that Barbenheimer was trending for several months ahead of the premiere, I think really pushed even more people into seeing it. And the memes ultimately sent more people to Oppenheimer too, so it came out as a win-win for both studios. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Barbie has earned over $1 billion at the box office and continues to break records for Warner Brothers and Greta Gerwig. I think the marketing team deserves some credit. They played on the stereotypes of the product, which is already a really popular IP, but they also got creative by modernizing the brand. And since the movie did so well, sales for Mattel products are gonna go up. So there's this loop of promotion from the movie to the products back to the movie. Marketing genius. I started this YouTube channel to grow the community of movie fans, and you can help me continue creating authentic content just like this video. When you support me on Patreon, you get immediate access to some really cool perks as a way of saying thank you. You instantly get perks like shoutouts in every video, early access to content, and a live hangout every month. Also, every dollar that's donated will be reinvested back into the channel so I can make the best videos possible for you. Click the link in the description of this video to get started, or go to patreon.com/@harrys. I'll see y'all over there. I saw Barbie with my wife in a packed theater opening night, and it was a pretty unique experience. Lots of people dressed in pink to match the theme of the movie, and there was a pretty wide age range as well. I personally enjoyed the soundtrack a ton, and the comedy was genuinely funny. The whole theater was laughing during Ken's song at the end, and it's been a while since I've sat in a full theater watching everyone just have a good time. Overall, the film is a lot smarter and more nuanced than you might expect. It's not just a silly comedy about a doll. It's also a film about social commentary with an actually compelling story. Let me know what you think about Barbie, and if you were there for Barbenheimer. Thanks to my Patreon members for supporting this channel. Y'all are awesome. Watch another video by tapping on your screen, and I'll see y'all later.